Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome back. This week we have a really cool pickup built obviously in the Icon Derelict style. It is unit number 26 in our TR series and I think it's pretty nifty. You're gonna dig it. There's some really cool surprises and details, so let's get this party started. So when we first bought this one, we weren't so sure about the patina. So we figured, all right, whatever, it's going to be a good core vehicle for a new school or old school build. But when it arrived, we actually found we were pretty smitten about this sort of funky pale yellow with the rust primer coming through, and just had a lot of charm to it. In the end, it actually proved to be quite difficult to keep this finish because I think it's basically house paint. So the cabin, upon deeper inspection, had some body issues, so we actually ended up media blasting the cabin to raw metal. That way, we were properly able to rectify the body issues with the cab and then go through the fairly painful, time-consuming task of authentically redoing that finish to mimic the remaining original sheet metal. Let's see. So we did the old school style wheels, sort of the pie pan, not the artillery. We finished those in a nice dark brown. Specifically, it's the Sierra bronze color that we use on the Icon FJ series. Bumpers are actually brand new. The original ones were just a little too beat up, but then we acid aged them. We did keep the original tailgate because it was just damn cool and in nice shape. Tailgate chains appeared to be a vintage upgrade done by one of the many possible previous owners, but we went ahead and had a little fun with those, and I stitched up with the scrap Alligator from the Interior tailgate chains. Because look, everybody needs Alligator wrapped tailgate chains, right? Okay, maybe not. Rear view mirrors on this one are stock. You'll notice they are asymmetrical, and that's so that the passenger side one actually works. Fortunately, this model year has the improved push button door handles. We now upgrade all of the earlier generation trucks from the swing down to the push button, but this one already had it, which saved us a fair bit of work. The taillight assemblies are dead stock, albeit brand new with upgraded LED lighting. And then we patinaed those to give a better match to the existing finishes. We did hide our high output LED reverse light. It's directly under the bed. You can see it there mounted up high. Works very nicely. Mechanically, I think it's time to make it official. I am going to, here forward, cancel the standard chassis. There is absolutely no point in building one of these with the 4-link solid axle rear end. The reality is, if you're building an Icon Thriftmaster, you're pretty much already in the deep end of the pond. So the additional $25,000 for the upgrade to the 4-wheel independent sport chassis is absolutely a no-brainer. It truly revolutionizes not just the comfort, but the handling capability of these trucks. I mean, they hold the ground so well, they're super tight. You were hard pressed to make the tires squeal even when you're pushing it really hard. Mechanically, of course, we are running a 6.2 LS3 from General Motors. This is referred to as the E-Rod, which is a crate engine package that GM has offered for many years that is fully emissions certified, and that's without having a EGR and a smog pump or any of that nonsense. It's all done through the efficiency mapping of the wideband O2 sensors. There are 4. There are catalytic converters, but they're long lasting, and frankly, I don't see any downside. It pulls the stink out of the tailpipe. It's a very efficient motor, still with copious power. It's about 440 horse and torque. Fortunately, this client then paired it with a Tremec 6-speed manual transmission. With all of my groaning about everyone ordering automatics is starting to make it through. I'm seeing more and more manual transmission orders, and I just love that. This chassis features about 4 degrees of rear steer. It's a Dana 60 nodular third member in the rear by Strange. And in the front, it's independent rack and pinion power steering, and of course, Hydro Boost assisted icon specific Brembo brakes. 6-piston in the front, 4-pot in the rear, and then there is a dedicated parking brake made by E-Stop. We're noticing more and more with these old Chevy trucks that when the exterior patina is exceptionally good, the interiors kind of don't patina. They just sort of fade, crack, and crumble away, and you're left with pretty raunchy, raw steel everywhere. So with this client, we proposed and he supported the idea of doing the interior finish in the factory color. So that took a hell of a lot of work because the paint code is lost to history. So we had to do a lot of research on that, use a spectrum analyzer on an exceptional original section of a dash that had never seen the sun. And the result is this kind of unique, somewhat bronze finish. It is a semi-gloss, and I think it works out really well. Then we thought that it would be cool to keep the gauge colors factory as well because well, it was, designed to match that funky bronze. So we did just that, but of course, they're from our friends at Dakota Digital, so they log quarter-mile times, 0 to 60, multiple trip meters, all sorts of functions, parking, brake, check engine light, integrated turn signals, etc. They are all programmable. They are LED lit. They have a daytime setting for gauge illumination as well as a nighttime setting for when your headlights are on. We chose the orange finish on these gauges just because it seemed to look cool. Rest of the dash on this truck, again, client's request, features the new school dash design, knobs, and panels. So that center panel is design inspired by the original ribbed steel panel that would have been on the dash stock, albeit it was smaller and it had an ashtray and it had a big cardboard speaker if you had the optional AM radio. We always liked the language of those, and we needed to accommodate all of our modern functions such as in-dash heat vent AC defrost and the modern Pioneer Audio NEX series head unit. So basically we crafted this beast that goes mostly to the passenger side, and then there's a smaller same language panel to the left of the steering column, which facilitates the leftmost AC vent. The glove box as well as the audio panel are on little gas shocks repurposed from remote control high-end RC cars. So you tap, it drops down, you do what you need to do, and then you can articulate it back up to keep a super clean, stylish dash. This truck has our elevated audio system with the Focal K2 series speakers, hidden amplifier and bass, digital sound processor, tetherless CarPlay, Bluetooth audio, phone controls, all that nifty stuff. We also did the reverse camera in this truck. And that pretty much covers the exterior. We're kind of in a rush because we have our big charity party this weekend, Icons of Design. So I had to hustle it out of the shop today to get this shoot done in time. After this video is produced, we are placing the Lizard and the Derelict badges, so you're just going to have to trust me on that. More details on the interior. I'm a serial craftsman. I think many of you are aware of that. I've got my Campfire Coats little apparel brand where I design, grade, sew, collect all the textiles and make everything. That's sort of my nights and weekends hobby. And then I have my new leather goods brand, J. Ward Collection. I've been an advanced leather crafter for about 15 years. And over the years, we've done a couple Alligator interiors for clients. And as a craft, I love working with Alligator. I've become really good friends with the team down at American Tanning in Georgia. They're the top tannery specifically for Alligator. This client saw, I believe it was the Hudson or maybe the early Chevy Derelict Coupe Alligator interior that we have done in the past, and he asked for the same, to which I said, of course, hell yes. So The result is this gorgeous interior. So obviously this is the seat we normally use, which is sort of buckets meets bench with a fold down center armrest. We have a little pouch in the front vertical plane of the seat for your phone, sunglasses, or whatever. And then the entire seat, all the way through to the back pockets, the seat backs, the door panels, the armrests, the kick panels, and even the trim on the chocolate brown Hargarten German square weave wool rugs is all American Alligator. We even took the time to hand wrap the steering wheel with skived Alligator, and this is definitely unnecessary. This is definitely an expensive elective decision, but I think it just adds so much to the style and feel of this truck. Alligator is also super durable. And little side story, little known fact, but the CITES program, which is the system by which you must purchase a permit and tail tag any wild hunted alligators, has actually been one of, if not, I think the most successful preservation program in American history, because the funds raised from that tag and permit system goes to preserve wetland and wildland. And reality is the wild herd, so to speak, of alligator do need to be culled for human safety and for resource management. So I really think it's a win-win. It's not for everyone, but kind of with everything we do, that's the point, and we're cool with it. We have power windows. Those are done with our famous analog cranks. You simply tap for down and tap for up. If you double tap on the driver's side, it will control the passenger side as well, which is very convenient. Of course, there are copious layers of Dynamat and other sound and vibration and temperature barrier products throughout the vehicle. Before reassembly, the underside of the vehicle is coated in a heat-cured polyurea with Dynamat sandwiched underneath the polyurea in critical strategic areas. And then the rugs are rubber-backed and lined in Dynamat, and then you have another layer of the same design as removable floor mats. Since we had some leftover alligator, we thought it would be cool to make the client dossier bag out of the same alligator. So these bags are included in every Icon build. They are handmade to the highest standard. They use the 10X German snaps for the closure. And this one's extra special. The alligator just, again, elevates. What else? What else? Oh, the bed. So all of the bed rails are stainless steel and brand new. We did our nifty little removable tie downs. We acid etched all of those to create more patina and wear. For the bedwood on this one, we chose Brazilian cherry with a satin finish. And for the stainless bed rails and tie downs, which are removable, we did, they're all new stainless steel, but they're all acid etched, so they'd match the vibes of the existing patina on the rest of the truck. So there you go. That's all you get. That's all I got. Appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and all those wonderful things that help us stay in business. Until then, we will see you on the B side, and be good to yourselves.